And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show. And this is going to be episode 387. So I hope you guys had a great day and I hope you guys have a great weekend that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, we have no topics for you guys tonight for this episode of the MSK show because I am very tired. I just got off work not too long ago. We have been getting routinely fisted in the ass repeatedly this entire week. So your boy is a little tired actually during this holiday season. And guess what? But wait, there's more. Next week, I'm going to get fisted again. My booty hole is going to get dug all the way the fuck out and cleaned. No, that's just how it goes at my job when it comes to the holiday season. Just fisted.
We can't even go a minute and 30 seconds without you talking about the size of your asshole.
But wait.
Welcome to the show, people.
But wait, there's more. Now at work, when we're getting fisted hard, dude, people at my coworkers will be like, hey, I can't say my name, but like people say, hey, my name, and they'll go like, hey, we're getting fisted. Yes, people are finally adapted my humor.
They're like, hey, my one and only black friend, are you ready to get fisted this week?
Is the G and top G stand for gape?
Oh my good Lord. But I will say yesterday and the day before that was Christmas. So, I hope you guys had a great Christmas Eve and Christmas. As you guys know, for me, I don't really care or celebrate holidays like that. The only real actual day that I'll celebrate is like my birthday. And that's not really celebrating. It's mostly I thought it was like people over.
I thought it was like show. I thought it was like African Liberation Day or something.
You are just.
Well, you have a whole month. Was it February? That's gay awareness month.
First of all, that's black. That's your people month. That's June.
Your people.
But no, all jokes aside, hope you guys have had a great Christmas and Christmas Eve. Over the years, people have asked me, I just don't really have like a close enough family to celebrate with. I would rather work, because if I didn't work on those days, I would just stream if I was just off. Like I was off Christmas Eve. Come on, I don't mind having the holidays off only because of work. It's really busy. That's the only reason why I would want it off. Other than that, I couldn't give two shits if I worked or not. It has legit no effect on me at all, whether I didn't work those days or not. But I will say this, I just really wasn't in the holiday Christmas mood this year. Santa didn't come down my chimney giving me a nice hot white girl. It didn't happen. I heard Santa.
Of course not, because of course not, because that's a kidnapping. Santa would have committed.
Santa's not a human trafficker. He's not one of the Tate brothers.
He just shoves this fucking white girl in his stocking.
Just comes right out of the bag. Oh, there's a hole.
Like that commercial, like that Asian girl who pulled that dude out of the washing machine. Literal whitewashing and shit.
MSK accidentally wakes up while he's delivering her, and he walks into the living room, and he's like, shh, no witnesses.
That's how you get on the naughty list, is when you write Santa and say, I would like you to bring me a woman. That is how you get on the naughty list.
Oh, Santa, God, I want you to human traffic this person for me.
Good Lord. In Minecraft, allegedly, said by a guy named Philman Nate on YouTube, not on the MSK show. Good gosh. But last night, I was going to stream Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel after I got off work, but Iron had invited me to his Ironcast Christmas special. And what's crazy is I streamed League on Christmas Eve, and Laps was like, hey, we should stream. I would have did it. I would have had a MSK show with him or whoever wanted to come on, but no one told me anything. If
I don't know why, but like,
want to stream, I don't know. You got to tell me what's going on so I can set it up. If we want to do these things sometimes. You know,
I did think about this show like halfway through Christmas Eve when I was working. I was like, is MSK going to do a Christmas show? Or
no one told me anything.
I don't know why I didn't reach out to you and ask.
Yeah, because I don't want to just ask you guys for days like that to come on the show, because we're already committing most Wednesdays and Fridays throughout the year, throughout the show, just for you guys to be on. Like, I don't want to have you guys be like, well, now like holidays, now you got to be on those too. It's like, I already give you guys enough money. My wallet is already hurting paying you clout chasers enough, actually.
Dude, My wallet's hurting. I spent like $600 this year trying to get Christmas for everybody.
My wallet hurts from rent.
I pay rent too. What are you talking about?
Bills are paid, rent's paid, and the internet is paid.
I spent like $1,500 this month.
Man, don't worry. Come on, January, you have taxes, so that's usually one of those like, okay, I did spend a lot on Christmas, but taxes are like it softens the blow when you do get them. Because I know people are always like, but I'll get my taxes. Yeah, when you get them, it'll soften the blow. Not right now, immediately up front. You're getting just hand-fisted repeatedly. So we're gonna do intros and then we'll just talk. We're not gonna go too long tonight. I do have to work early tomorrow. I gotta work at 9 p.m. PST my time until 3, and then I'll have the MSK show with Laps Comic Fan, and I should have on a girl for her second appearance on the show. We've not talked in almost the entirety of 2025 due to some personal things I actually can't explain, and she would not like that, so I'm not going to explain it. But
it's in this game land, isn't it?
We probably, hopefully she comes through. Maybe she'll be my white girl. That's what Santa blessed me with. Oh my God, Santa might be real.
Right there in chat. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's not a woman. I'd rather blow my freaking brains out. So
bring her on.
Maybe that's what Santa got me. Santa brought Anna back into my life.
Bring her up, pussy.
I'm still, dude. I don't watch wrestling because wrestling is literally for fucking filthy, disgusting neck
wrestling
beards.
is based. Shut your ass
wrestling
up.
Is literally for neckbeards.
You know what? He says that kind of shit, but I guarantee I show him like, Ty Conte or some shit like that, and I show her in the fucking Dragon Ball outfit she had that one time in AEW, his ass would be like, don't give me that look.
What the hell did you just say?
All right. But yes, wrestling is
she got a dump truck of an ass, man.
Woo. Wrestling is for dirty, disgusting neckbeards. And yes, John Cena did his farewell tour for WWE.
He says he hates wrestling, but starts talking about John Cena.
Yeah. Everyone knows about that. It's all over Twitter.
Shut up, bitch.
And you have that.
Dude, that's the funniest thing that happened.
Do you know the context of that clip?
I did see. No, one time, remember when we were doing this show on Rumble and you could show like full highlights of it? Oh my God. I will say the full highlight of that is actually pretty entertaining, where he just embarrasses that guy. Holy crap. But yes, we'll start with Full Metal Nate. How was your Christmas, man? How was your week been?
It was good. It was good. I had to put down Star Wars The Old Republic to be here tonight, so that's the only thing that's been disappointing.
I feel so bad for you.
No, been getting back into Star Wars The Old Republic, man. It's great fucking game, great MMO, it's got that typical hack and slash MMO feel to it, but I mean from a story angle, it's fucking great, dude. Christmas Eve worked. Christmas Day, it's funny because that span of 24 hours was really ridiculous. I worked that whole day, and I had last minute Christmas presents show up the same day while I was at work. So I'm texting my aunt the whole day. I'm like, hey, just bring the stuff into the house. I'll grab it when I get home. So I get home, I grab it all. I come out here. I'm like, okay, next hour, just going to wrap everything, go to bed. Well, it took me about 3 hours to wrap everything. And when I woke up the next morning, I had like a whole list of missed calls from my mom and my sister going, hey, where are you at? It's Christmas. I look at the time and it's like 2 p.m. I'm like, fuck. So I had to jump up, take a quick shower, get in my car and drive over there. And they were mad as fuck at me because, everybody had already opened presents by then. And here we are at like 2 p.m. just now opening presents because I decided to wrap things, last minute.
So you love to wrap it up
and just sleep. You got to wrap it up, man. Like, come on.
No, I heard you just got to hit it raw.
You got to be responsible, motherfucker.
Just blow it in their face. Or their chest.
I've never had a girl tell me to blow it on her face.
Yes, most girls say finish. If a girl says
no,
it usually costs extra.
It's either put the condom on or make sure your pull-out game's really well. And I'll tell you right now, I got really good pull-out game. But anyway, good Christmas. Got some really cool stuff. Got Stellar Blade. Got a couple comics. I got Ultimate X-Men Volume 2. Bunch of shirts that are pretty damn cool, but not much. But just it was really good day just to spend time with the family, and just all we did was just eat and watch movies and hang out. It was fun.
All I got for Christmas this year was that I got a new pair of Bluetooth headphones, Bluetooth earbuds, and I just got a Keurig. You know that coffee machine I was talking about wanting? I bought the Keurig, actually. It's in there. Well, it's downstairs. I have to go and get it.
He bought a coffee machine.
I bought a Keurig.
But didn't buy a bed.
There's a bed in here.
He used the box from the coffee machine to add to his bed.
He's building a fort out of boxes.
hey, I have a Keurig now, and I will eventually set it up. It might be in the box for a little bit of time, but that's all I got for Christmas. I mean, I did buy some omnibuses that I wanted specifically, but that's pretty much it. Like, I think I did better for myself buying things for myself last year. What is that?
Stellar Blade.
Stellar Blade is badass.
Stellar Blade. I thought you already owned that, or you only owned it digitally.
No, I played the demo when it came out.
Oh, okay.
And within like the first hour, I beat the whole area that was essentially the demo. Dude,
Tony, what's up, money?
And
it's a good game. I've beaten that game a couple times. It's really good.
Well, the thing is, all the pre-order bonuses and stuff are all free now. So I got like 3 starting outfits just by downloading the game, and one of them is just this revealing red dress that has some titties and fucking thighs and ass on display.
I've never been so entertained watching a character climb a ladder before.
I know. Dude, I'm sitting there fucking just hacking down monsters, doing flips all over the fucking place. The camera's slowing down in this stylized action way. I'm just sitting there watching her, and I'm going, God damn!
My nephew called it Gooner Souls.
Dude, I remember.
I was trying to think. It's got that Souls-like feel to it, but it's more like the Jedi Fallen Order games rather than
it's not as hardcore Souls, and as you power up, you start becoming pretty OP. Yeah. Not like Dark Souls where it hates you no matter what level you're at.
You can
at any moment.
This has got enough adaptability to where you can learn how to play it and basically beat the whole thing pretty easily.
Oh yeah. It's fun. It rewards you for leveling up. Right. Not like Dark Souls where you could be level 300 and a rat will kill you if it gets the right rhythm. You're like the lowest character in the game.
I've only
mutilate you.
I've only beaten one Souls game ever, and it was
Fatality.
The original Dark Souls. I've never beaten any other Souls game, and you know what? It took me like 3 months to beat the first Dark Souls because, like you said, you'd be level 300, and all of a sudden you just get fucking butt fucked by a rat in a sewer, and you're dead. And you
get 2 rats hitting you, and you can be maxed out, and they'll just murder you. It'll take forever because you have so much life. But
and then you got to walk 3 miles back to the area you were just in, just praying and hoping to
Fatality.
God. Just praying and hoping to God that same rat doesn't kill you before you can pick up your souls.
But everyone, before Warren goes, everyone in the chat, Emily, Miss Sparkles, Tony, Michael, and anyone that watches the show on the replay after the show is live, I hope you guys all had a great Christmas as well. Tony said he got some money, some cologne, some shirts. That's good. As I got older,
Sparkles
getting shirts
but
is actually pretty fun.
That.
That's the funny thing is she actually thinks I value her opinion.
Oh, come on.
Welcome, Pong.
You're so mean.
I have my way with women. But how was your Christmas, man? How was your week?
It was good. I didn't get anything because we usually buy stuff during the year, so it's not Christmas. It's not really big on gifts, but I helped my mom make Christmas dinner. I helped make the stuffing, the turkey. I cooked the ham, made the green bean casserole, the potatoes. I did we had a nice little spread, got the whole family together, and it was a nice day. I damn near put myself into a coma eating carbs though, but it was well worth it.
Oh God. When did you? So you went to your mom's house. When did you actually go home? When did you actually leave?
Oh, to my mom's.
Yeah, yeah. What time
we
you
did
end up-
everything on the 25th, like on Christmas. And
Okay.
we had,
What time did you end up going back to your place?
oh, I ended up going back to my place around like 3:00 because we ate early because my brother had to go to work. So we met like right around noon and had a big spread, and then I went back to my place and
Okay.
vegetated for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I like the festiveness of Christmas and Thanksgiving. I can be in a giving mood, everybody. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and Santa came to MSK's house to give him love and gifts. But what he found out deeply turned his soul when he realized that he was giving presents to the top G Rizzmaster, and it changed everything.
He woke up in the middle of the night and found a woman stuffed in his stocking. And then when he pulled her out, to his horror, it was Tiny but Fierce, back for revenge.
When he saw MSK, he knew in his soul that he had to give him a giant mountain of coal.
Why are we over here writing MSK Christmas fan fiction?
Dude, every Christmas special that I would watch as a kid growing up was like, "'Twas the night before Christmas," and then a reindeer came down from the sky and fucked a grandma. What the hell?
That was oddly specific. Mine was more like it was the night before Christmas. Not a creature was stirring, except for the black guys on the street. As I opened fire on the whole neighborhood.
Jesus Christ!
What?
Oh shit! What kind of ghetto Christmas are you being a part of?
It was a drug deal gone wrong. It's like the opening to a Die Hard movie.
That's not a Die Hard movie. That's like every hood movie ever. Good lord! And then I remember that darn Kidith did a cooking stream, and then I was gonna say her to get butt naked, but I can't ask these things on YouTube.
She's married though. You don't say
That's
it to a married
true.
woman, you idiot.
So you say it out loud on her YouTube.
That's
chat,
how you
right?
keep getting restraining orders. You gotta stop doing that shit.
That's how you keep losing panelists.
She said she would now start to become a trap. You tell me she doesn't cook or clean? Oh God! What am I gonna do with women?
Where'd she live? It's like
She's in like
Brazil or something, right?
No, it's in the middle. It's somewhere in the Middle East.
No, it is not in the Middle
Isn't
East.
it Dubai she lives in?
I think it's Dubai.
Has to be Dubai, something like that. It has to be.
The only reason I say it's not the Middle East is because, are you fucking kidding me? She'd be wearing a damn burqa and shit if it was the Middle East. She'd probably get executed just for interacting with us. Like, what are you talking
Lord?
about?
Yeah, what's crazy is she's Italian and she lived in like South Africa or some shit. It's insane. She said like at some point they had like generators because it was just she told me the story. It's like, oh my God. I think people do take for granted the good things we have in this country. Being able to go to your room and turn on a light. Yeah, even just little things like that, people just don't get anywhere else but here in some places that are really bad, But there is something I wanted to cover as far as like anime. I know you guys have like a little bit of an anime background, like myself. Hey, I'm something of an anime concern myself, So a lot of these big accounts like Kaisenet, Nice Show Speed, and Mr. Beast, they're really talking about anime right now. And also what's been going on with that, it can all be correlated to One Piece season 2 was going to be on Netflix, where they're going to be going over the arc where they face like Wapol and Chopper becomes part of the crew, and Alabasta and the whole thing too. So like people were asking like, hey, these guys are going to be, man, I saw tweets where people literally were going like, man, this is like awesome. These big guys are talking about anime. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, when someone actually watches this stuff that they consider childish and not good, I do love that they have the most hated or loved reactions to it. Like with Naruto. And I do love Naruto. And I'm someone that didn't, initially when I first saw it, I didn't care until I actually watched it.
Animes for kids, right? Just show them one frame of Hellsing Ultimate and it'll change their fucking mind.
Yeah, go read Berserk and tell me how much for children it is.
Right.
Yeah. Like literally, you have people like Kaisenet tweeting
Show
out.
them a guy getting it eaten alive on Attack on Titan and tell me tell me how it is.
like you have people like Tysonet tweeting out like how much Naruto inspires and how much he means to it, and someone actually went, "Whoa, you're just now getting inspired." It's like, no. I want people to understand this could happen with anything, right? You could watch someone and it kind of reinforces those things that you may have forgotten about yourself or things that you may have lost. It's not that you didn't know that they didn't exist or you didn't apply them in your life. It's just that seeing certain characters do something is inspiring. That's why people like the characters, though. You know, it's not just
That's
because.
the character arc.
Yeah. Like people liked Naruto because of things that he stood for. Ninja Way, wanting to become Hokage based off of how the village treated him, being an outsider, being an outcast, and then he found a family, but he didn't have a family because what happened with his dad and his mom and the Nine-Tailed Fox and everything.
MSK, we're talking about Naruto, not your life story, all right?
Hey.
No, I'm kidding.
Naruto literally got cucked out by Sakura. They did my boy dirty, but no one wants that fucking filthy poor bag anyway.
Man,
so
fuck Sakura, man.
Such a trash character. But
doesn't she like get her ass whooped in like every fight she's in? Like, I keep hearing. Don't get me wrong. Naruto was one of those things where I had people around me who loved it, but I myself never really got that far into it.
Yeah.
But everything I keep hearing about it, everyone is like, "Yeah, Sakura's trash. Like, she's the most useless fucking character in the whole show."
Yeah, my nephew hates her. He loves Naruto, but he hates Sakura.
Sakura sucks complete donkey ass, and I can understand it from a different point of view, because like people will really know how old I am when it comes to watching anime. Warren will probably know this too. Nate's a little younger than us, just a little bit. But at one point, the only way you could really watch anime is if you actually went on YouTube and you would actually have to watch it in parts, episode in like 4 different parts. That's how badly you had like no ways of watching anime. You know, so like when someone watches anime right now and they're just getting into Naruto, I could understand them liking certain characters because they're just being able to binge the entire thing. Because like, you know, that's the way that you have it now, based on how some advanced, right, with like technology and streaming and all that stuff.
When I was in the army, my roommate was a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, and we had to go to Suncoast and buy the DVDs as they came out. It was like 4 episod DVDs coming out dubbed.
I had those.
Yeah, it was like around the tournament to the Majin Buu saga, and he would go every month and go pick them up as they were coming out, the brand new ones, because that was the only way you could do it. It's either YouTube or you were buying DVDs of it, like at a Suncoast or whatever video store you guys had around your areas.
Yeah, or you simply wait for an entire season to come out, and then at Walmart or Target, you would buy those DVD box sets of like the full season. You know, you would do that, and I still have a lot of them still to this day that I bought personally with my own money. It's like, I want people to understand the reason why people shit on certain characters is because, like me, I had to sit there and watch Sakura week in and week out, constantly, week in. Week out, one episode dropping a week on a day, a new one dropping.
Well, if you create characters and elicit responses, that's the best thing for a creator. Negative or positive, you've created something that's elicited enough of response where it affects people's lives.
Yeah.
That's a huge achievement, whether they like the character or don't.
Yeah.
You know, big example, you know, leaving anime for a second. You know, you look at Game of Thrones, you know, characters like Joffrey, dude, people hated that little fucking shit.
They hated the kid actor that
I know they hated the character so bad that they were going after the actual actor who was just playing him.
That poor kid. Like, it's like you should be congratulating him for being so good that we hated him that much.
Yeah. And just I think he quit acting because of it. Like he pulled
he did. Well, he did. I think he made a return, but it was like after he'd been turned to an adult.
All right. So they didn't pull a Jake Lloyd and disappear from the face of the earth.
No, but that poor kid was just harassed.
Right.
And, don't get me wrong. I cheered when he was choking on his own blood.
because who doesn't like watching a little spoiled shit who's always getting their fucking way and just fucking up everyone else's lives around them finally get what they deserve? I was cheering my ass off too. I was like, yeah, kill that little motherfucker. Fuck you.
Yeah, because the thing that I've noticed with like anything that I'm a fan of, whether it be an anime, a movie, a TV show, a video game, anything like that, I do find it crazy that a lot of people don't actually realize how that pendulum would swing back into their favor, where if you like this character a lot, there's actually a character that you hate equally enough in a different emotion that the creator was able to actually get you to have the opposite. That's what I actually like what anime does. Anime actually does it a lot. Anime will make you love a character to death, but it'll also make you hate a character like the fucking guts of a character.
Well, they give you great moments too, like when Rock Lee took off the weights when he was facing Garu, Gara. You know, like stuff like that lives in infamy. Like it's constantly people will be talking about that probably long after we're gone. And anime does that great job of creating those. And anime has a beginning, middle, and end, especially the newer stuff. Like Dragon Ball and some of that stuff drags on too long. One Piece is the exception. I think One Piece has been able to go great, but it has that beginning, middle, and end, like a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or like a Deep Demon Slayer, or along those lines, where you're getting the full arcs and stories. It's not just kind of pushing it farther than it needs to go.
Right.
Oh, and another thing, a lot of Western fans don't actually understand. It's something that I've had to come to this realization years ago, that most Western anime fans are kind of like morons. Because based on how we look at TV, they think that, like Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, was the showrunner for Dragon Ball. No, it's not it. Tai Kubo, Akira Toriyama, Hirokoshi for My Hero Academia, they're not the showrunners for the anime. They get credited because they created it and everything, but they are not the showrunners, because time and time again, fans will ask, hey, in this episode, did you approve of this decision? And they'll go like, what do you mean? That's the point. They're not the showrunners, which is actually insane to think about, is that their creation can be even held by someone else and have that being pushed. Then not even them, that's the one at the top that's making the decision. I think I can understand why, because you'd have to get a translator. You would have to essentially have, for the most part, you'd have to fly them out over here to have them go over a lot
of that stuff's being produced in Japan and then brought over here to be dubbed. And plus, those guys don't have time. Like their schedule trying to keep the manga going is they're putting out 20 pages per week, which is insane. That's why they have teams of like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah, One Piece this week dropped chapter 1170. Keep in mind, that means that One Piece has more chapters in its manga than Action Comics for Superman and Batman's Detective Comics. Those started in like the 35s, 40s. That means Oda has been consistently dropping chapters ever since I was 5 years old.
That guy's a madman.
That's why
you should see his week schedule. Like, he's changed because they're loosening up on him because of the deaths that've been happening. But his original like week schedule is in fucking insane. His 7-day work week is insane.
I don't know why, but when you said deaths, I thought you meant people were dying trying to draw One Piece.
No, but people like the Kintaro who did Berserk. Part of the reasons why he died was the health complications caused by his work schedule. Mangakas are constantly have horrible health because of what they've been trying to do and the work schedules that they have. So the My Hero Academia creator has constantly had to take breaks because of health issues, and it all comes from their workload. So it really is, they were killing themselves to make this stuff. It's been nice to see a fan outcry that now they're allowing them to have more of a looser schedule, which is nice, because before it was like, you need to drop this 20 pages per week or we're going to cancel you. And these guys were killing themselves.
What's crazy is that's how cutthroat Shonen Jump can be as a publisher, because they're like saying, hey, if you don't, do this, you're going to get cut. These manga volumes are selling so many copies. Like, literally, I think it's based on like popularity, like to get stuff featured on Jump Fiesta 2 and everything. It's just, I want people to understand, I would like if the creators were the showrunners, but they just don't have the time. Like, what time would you have to manage an entire season of a show to make sure it's like accurate to your manga when you're trying to pump out consistent chapters?
What's nice though, which is different than the West, in Japan, if you don't keep it close to the manga, people get pissed. So there's a culture where it's like, we need to do faithful translations.
Right.
Yeah. In America, it's just like, no, well, we want, everyone wants to put their own spin on stuff. Now you do see recently you see also like Jujutsu Kaisen and some of those where they will beef up the fight scenes, which no one really cares because that just gives us awesome fight scenes.
Yeah.
But there is a culture where it's like you need to stay on script or you're really going to piss people off if you don't.
Well, I feel bad for them motherfuckers. I've watched animes that don't even have mangas. They have visual novels to take inspiration from.
Yeah.
And you know what? The visual novels don't show you what the fights look like. So doing a direct translation is really just up to the animators and the people working on, the show or the movie that they're working on.
Yeah. Oftentimes what the anime will do better in some cases is expand on the fight scenes. Cause like there are some fights in a lot of anime's mangas where they're just like 2 pages. That's it. They just go to the next thing. Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those, like Mappa, they go insane on those fight scenes. Like the Sukuna Magaraga fight during the Shibuya arc is nuts. And they only animated that to like 70% because they were on such a tight schedule.
One of my favorite animes that I've constantly brought up in the past is Fairy Tail. There's an arc in the show that originally was not in the manga like at all. But the thing is, they had Hiro Mashima, who's the writer, of the manga. He came in and helped, write and direct pretty much the entire arc for the anime that wasn't even in the manga.
Yeah.
Right.
But nobody complained about it because, oh well, Hiro Mashima's doing it. So I guess this can meld. It just it's just I think with any kind of media, any media that's got like, a huge fan base or, has a big following, there's going to be people that bitch and moan about the stupidest shit just because for whatever fucking reason, it just gets under their skin. And if you ask him, you're like, well, it's not that big of a deal. Like, why are you so mad? Well, it just, they changed this or, I don't think they need to be doing this. Well, it's not your vision, so oh, fucking what? It doesn't matter what you think. You can be mad about it all you fucking want. Guess what? I guarantee there's a lot of other people out there that really don't mind this at all. You're just you're just mad and looking like a fucking loser for no reason, dude.
Yeah.
Like
I also want people to truly understand, like, still to this day, like, you have dubs and sub comparisons. This is the way I've advanced throughout my life.
I don't care. I think that's the stupidest fucking argument ever. It's like, look, if you want to watch it in English, watch it in English. If you want to watch it the way it was originally created, in Japanese, watch it in fucking Japanese. I don't care.
Yeah, if you're asking me personally, I have 2 different ways of looking at it. If I just want to put on something and listen to it and just kind of keep it mindless, because dubs, like Warren said, make some awful changes to like tone of jokes and script and everything. That's just mindless entertainment. If I'm gonna go pure like accuracy to like what like the story is gonna impactfully, meaningfully go after each episode, I'm going for the subs. I'll be honest here. Yu-Gi-Oh! People know I love Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. I obviously watched it dubbed as a kid growing up because we had. But more recently, throughout the past years, I've actually watched the entire thing subbed. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters subbed is so much better than it is dubbed. It is not even comparable. But I will say this though, is I do think that dubbing overall has gotten better. Like there's episodes in Yu-Gi-Oh! And you guys won't have to watch it to know this comparison. But I want you guys to do it with some of your favorite anime. Watch it subbed and dubbed. There are times in the dub, they're just adding lines of dialogue. It's like there's an episode in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where like Yugi plays this card called Exchange, and you look at each other's hands and you grab a card from each other's hands, right? And in the English dub, he's like, choose a card. Okay, that's the English dub. Then in the sub, he just says nothing. The dub, I've noticed that with a lot of dubs. Why do they do that? What is this thing where they add in extra lines of dialogue?
Well, little throwaway lines like that really don't bother me. I can see the dynamic and I can see the argument that people have because look, there are certain shows that I think do work better subbed, and there are some shows that work better dubbed, in my opinion. The only thing that I can think of that would really, really get under my skin is if, kind of like how you were talking about, they add in certain, now if they add in certain lines of dialogue,
I don't really care.
If they add in new lines of dialogue to kind of like boost the tone of the scene or something like that, that's fine. I can kind of let that slide.
Right.
But if they take something from the original source material and translate the scene into something that has nothing to do with how the scene was portrayed in the original, that's what I got a problem with.
Because for kids, like with Funimation, Funimation was like dubbing Fullmetal Alchemist and Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho. They literally said this. You can look it up. They actually felt like a lot of the kids growing up here were ADHD crazy kids that if they actually feared you would change the channel.
Everybody's got ADHD to a certain degree.
Yeah, I remember I'm gonna go find the real quote, but I remember that's one thing where I talked to Geekdom 101 about. Like, he doesn't really like the way that Dragon Ball Z was dubbed because the intention behind it was to dumb it down because they felt like adding in more lines would they feared that you would change the channel. And it's like 4Kids is the same thing. 4Kids was I argue worse than Fun. 4Kids was terrible. Have you actually rewatched some of their shows? Dope. That shit is trash.
I haven't watched like Dragon Ball since I was like a kid. Like it used to come on Cartoon Network like back in the early 2000s when I was a kid, and I haven't gotten into it ever since then. Like even when Dragon Ball Super was like on TV and people were talking about that when I was like in high school, like even then I still just couldn't get into Dragon Ball.
We're definitely in a kind of golden age for dubs right now. Like you'll find way more better dubs than you did in the past. But there is, it depends. Like I think I like Goku's voice in dub better than I do sub.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some books, like I think One Punch Man is funnier subbed than dubbed. I don't think it works as well when they dub it.
Like when I go ahead.
Oh, I was just say like Jujutsu Kaisen, amazing dub. Like I'll watch that all day long. Demon Slayer, a lot of those are just the dubs are just so well done because the voice actor quality. Plus, too, you go watch like 14 90s animes and it's like the same crew at Dubsters, so it's like you're hearing the same voices so many times, and it's just like,
well, it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same way for me when I watch Attack on Titan. Like I can appreciate the performance that dude gives in the dub, but I much prefer the subbed version of Attack on Titan than I do the dubbed. Like, there's just something more raw and emotional about the way it's subbed versus how it's dubbed.
The thing that I will always hand the subs, just the ultimate nail in the coffin, is scores. I want people to truly understand how a great score elevates a scene, and I will. That's why it's not just voice acting for me. It's the reason why I ultimately give the sub the edge. It's the scores. How many anime? There's so many anime I've watched where I would watch it subbed, and the score, the theme of a character is so damn good. I'm like, God damn, how do you remove that? Like, I swear, these are some scores I've listened to since I was like a little kid.
Isabel's theme from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I absolutely love that score. Like, oh, it's beautiful.
Milk Toast just said, we're Americans. If we wanted to read while watching a movie, we'd be stuck in the silent era. I think this might have been, I think it was 2017. So I don't know how familiar you guys are with the Fate Stay Night franchise, but at the time they released the first movie in the Heaven's Feel trilogy in theaters. Wasn't dubbed yet or anything like that. I sat through that whole movie reading every single piece of dialogue that was on screen. But dude, the movie was so fucking good. It's such a visual treat. I didn't give a damn that I was reading like every other 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep up with the story.
That's the thing people keep saying. It's like, oh, I have to read. I'll be honest here. It's literally, that is actually the least biggest problem with watching a sub. I'll be honest here. If you actually are that brain retarded, you can't sit there and pay attention to what you're watching. That's how you know Americans are really stupid. And I love America, but goddamn, you don't want to actually pay attention to what you're watching. Why would
or if it really affects you that much, like don't watch it sub, then just wait for the dub to come out.
Yeah,
like no one is forcing you to watch the
sub.
Yeah,
that's usually the number one complaint. It's like, I don't want to sit there and read. It's like, well, you're a fucking lazy dumb fuck then.
Now, I will say live action stuff like kung fu films subbed all day long.
Oh yeah,
live action dubs just do not work for me. So I'll subbed, whether it's French, German, Russian, whatever the movie is.
Because there have been a few instances where I've watched kung fu films in dub, and I can't take it seriously just because the syncing of the dialogue is so.
It's just so off,
I'm like, but his mouth's not even moving, and he's still talking. What the fuck is going on here?
The dub actors have like no acting ability. It's like the sub, you're getting all this raw emotion. Right. And it goes over to the dub, and it's just like
it's like
killed my wife.
It's like you're watching a PS1 a PlayStation 1 cutscene from like a video game.
Yeah, it's just bad. Oh, like Ip Man, it's terrible dubbed. Ip Man is terrible dubbing.
It's like watching it's like watching the old PS1 cutscenes from the first Resident Evil game. Yeah, this is Chris Redfield. He's the master of unlocking things. It's like, what? Did you really just say that?
Yeah, because there were some threads I was reading about that Funimation quote, and this was something the top executive mentioned, that they actually what they felt about American kids was absolutely so disgusting. They thought the kids were too stupid to understand the anime they're putting out. And that's why we got terrible dubs. That's why we got terrible dubs. It's crazy how like kids watch Star Wars. Episode 3, Anakin literally slays kids.
Yeah,
but that's too much.
Yeah, but they don't have to read. They can just watch the slaughter without reading.
Oh, dude, kids I knew growing up watched Texas.
They don't have to. They don't have to read Master Skywalker. There are too many of them.
Like I remember this idiot. He was like, this fucking dumb fuck. He was like, I really highly doubt Funimation's executives thought kids were too stupid. I also put out here the amount of dick sucking people do for these. The executives do think you're stupid. They just.
I love how you start talking about sucking cock and Laps comic shows up.
I don't fucking get it, man.
What's up, Laps?
What's up? He's probably sitting there thinking, God damn it. Like, I come here for the conversation. He's already talking about.
I just don't get it, man.
There is cultural differences. So a joke maybe may not land as well. So you change it for the American one. There is other stuff like societal differences that have to be kind of explained differently. Like with the Fist of Legend, the Jet Li movie, they essentially made it much more of a romance between him and the other character in the dub than they did it in the sub. You know, there's just other stuff that they have to do to fill in. I wish though, I don't want them to go too far away. Like, just stick as close as you can to the script. If you need to add some stuff in to make it work, great. But if not, just, don't go too far away from the script.
You know, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but bear with me. One thing I can't stand when it comes to dubs is when they add dub dialogue to like animals who are just making animal noises. It's just really awkward. Like he goes bah in the title, in the caption says "fuck you" or something like that. Like I went and saw Avatar: Fire and Ash a couple days ago, and I swear some of the dialogue in the movie is literally just whales making whale noises, and they're having like dialogue, like there's fucking captions and shit at the bottom. I'm like, this is weird. I don't like this.
I want you guys, because I don't think I can show this. Look up Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth Yu-Gi-Oh! GX dubbed, and you tell me with a straight face that sounds good. That's not a parody.
That's a lot of words to search up right now. I'm not going to do that.
The first half of the first half of it sounded like a porno. I'm not looking at it up.
Till Yu-Gi-Oh! Then I'm like, nah, I'm not going to. I don't want to screw up my YouTube algorithm with that crap.
Well, to be fair, you'll be screwing it up with God's given juice, honestly.
Yeah, God's juice made me. So
no, I'm just saying it's a mentality that they had with it. It's from what I always taken from that. It's like, are there kids that are too stupid? Well, is a kid stupid or are they just naive?
Well, you know, Hollywood does that. Like Hollywood's like, a black actor should never lead a movie. And then when they do have a movie with the black lead, they don't give it any money. They don't give it any advertisement. They don't give it any kind of support. And then the movie fails. And they just go like, see, we told you.
Poor Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, like Anthony Mackie, for example. That's a perfect example, too. It's like, we're going to make him Captain America, but we're not going to do anything to like set him up, help him, give him any kind of good scripts. We're going to shit on him.
We're going to reshoot his movie. We're going to reshoot his movie 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, we're going to do a Hulk sequel, just throw him in there as kind of like a narrator.
I found it. Like, I want, it's only going to be like 5. I'm only going to do it for like 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I want to get in trouble.
It was always me, Barry. You remember when she touched me?
I actually rewatched this Yu-Gi-Oh! Second series dub. It's garbage. This is.
Did you ever watch GX?
I want to show you guys peak English dubbing right here, and this was from Sean Schemmel, the voice of
the
Goku.
homo card.
Here. This is voiced by
What
Sean
the
Schemmel.
fuck?
Okay.
What?
Okay,
Whoa! Before you even play this, what am I looking at?
This is a video. Just disregard
What
this.
am I actually looking
I just want to point out, this is how I know the voice of Goku didn't give a fuck and he was just doing this for money. Just hear this peak level of dialogue. Here it is.
Okay.
Just hear this. Hold on. Let me put it all the way up for you.
I would love to pummel that little toothpick of a man.
That's peak English dubbing right there.
I don't think that was the voice actor. I think that was just Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, I'm not kidding you. That was Goku's voice actor. He didn't care. He was just getting paid.
That was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He was paid to just imitate Arnold Schwarzenegger. What the fuck?
What did he say?
That?
What did he say? I'm going to pinkus this man.
That's the moment I knew that English dub went to the shit.
when the Yu-Gi-Oh avatars started talking like Arnold, that's when he knew it went to shit.
Oh my god, dude! That is.
Why do I do this to myself once?
Oh my god! Look at these comments. Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Where were the comments? Go back.
The comments are. Oh my god! I made it too big. Pun intended.
No, you.
Right here. Oh my god.
The comments must be great.
What does a mammoth sound like? Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
English dubbing, right, people? That's
say
what
Yu-Gi-Oh! Get to the chopper. You can down the cards, Yu-Gi-Oh!
I will say Sean Schemmel did a very good impression of
Could you imagine Seto Kaiba voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Save me, Jesse.
I'm going to send your cards to the graveyard now.
This guy says,
you have activated my trap card.
This guy says, don't know what's more funny, the voice acting or the fact the voice actor confirmed that he was told to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's why you know English dubs ain't shit. Sometimes the voice actors do kind of want to do what the subs do with mirroring a dialogue, and they'll get told by the director of the episode, no, I need you to put your own spin on it. This is a fucking mammoth!
I don't know, man. Like, some of those voice actors be having a lot of fun. Have you seen, like, the bloopers?
Okay, let me put it again, Nate. Do you think this is fun? Do you think this is what I'm paying top dollar for?
I would love to pummel that little toothpick of a man.
That sounds like fun to me. I'd like to pummel that little toothpick of a man.
I'll be back.
Are you sure this is not one of those
this is not a bridge?
Like
I swear to God.
Fake dubs, like
No.
Team 4-Star type of shit?
I swear to God, on my life, that was actual dialogue.
Dude,
I couldn't believe it when I first heard it. I was like, what the
MSK.
fuck is that?
MSK, you have to get that as a clip for your channel. I want to pummel this little ice pick of a man.
The part where he got captured by there was this Yu-Gi-Oh card where it activated. There was this Yu-Gi-Oh card where it got activated where the mammoth got captured by a net and he's like, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
You tell me English dubs are as good as subs when you watch that. That is
that was
fucking
cool.
funny. I would be watching that on like 4Kids TV and I would be laughing my ass off.
Back when I smoked weed, I would have loved that.
Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a lot better when you do drugs.
Someone actually thought that was a bridge. I was like,
I thought
Can
Can you blame them? Like, it's so absurd. It's like there's no fucking way they told them to say it like
dude,
that.
on Instagram, someone said that's when I knew the English dub gave up on this.
I'll be back as he's
God.
Sounds like good. It sounds like Goldar from Power Rangers.
This guy said, think about it. Morgan sat down and agreed that this was the best one.
Yeah, there was a room full of people who agreed with this decision.
There was a whole room of like story executives who were just laughing their asses off.
This is good. Arnold's good. I like this.
He said, think about it. 4Kids sat down and agreed that this was the best voice for Amber Mammoth. Wonder what the failed audition. imagine doing this.
I want to know what like the
microphone.
German dub sounds like. The
Oh,
German guy trying to do an Arnold
no.
voice. Like,
Oh, God, this guy said, imagine doing this into a microphone.
And you get paid thousands of dollars to do it.
You can tell the voice actor for this was having way too much fun. Bro.
I mean, I would.
Best part is that this is Sean Schemmel, Goku, being a mammoth. Arnold Schwarzenegger certainly beats. And people want to sit here and tell me dubs were taken seriously back in my day. No, they weren't. They were not. Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku, literally confirmed this. He had said he wanted to do like a cool little mammoth sound. They literally told impersonate.
You can.
Why?
I couldn't.
it's
even
Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not a serious show.
Hey,
so it's made for
you shut your
it's
whore
like
mouth.
it's just below Pokemon, on serious.
No, Pokemon is for nerds. Let's not get it twisted. Yu-Gi-Oh's for chat.
I'm starting to notice a trend. Anything MSK doesn't like, it must be for nerds.
Oh, it's for smelly neck beards.
It's for smelly fat neck beards who drink Mountain Dew.
No, I don't count sound like
Yu-Gi-Oh's
that.
for chances.
Even though I play with Yu-Gi-Oh! And stream League of Legends, you're
'Cause I'm a
fucking
Chad.
fat nerds.
Milk Toe says the chat must now have questions. MSK. Hey, I'm not the one that claims English dubs are good, bro. Come on. No, I know you're joking.
No, dude,
Hey,
I'm
I like me
serious.
some Madonna.
You need that as a clip.
Danny, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
I've always wanted to pin cushion this little man. He needs that.
Save
as
me,
a-
Jesse. Because the card owner of the Crystal Beast was Jesse, and he literally had a line. Save me, Jesse. R.I.P. Adam the Woo. Oh shit. I don't know who that is, but he passed away. That does suck. Some people want more cone cow. Some people want more cowbell. Others want more.
Sound it out. Cow.
Some people want more cowbell. Others want more Arnold.
There's nothing wrong with more Arnold. As long as it's good Arnold.
There needs to be one dubbed Arnold voice in every anime.
Dude, I've seen so many of those videos where they take like a random voice actor and they like take their dialogue and lines and they just dub it over a certain scene. Like, oh my God. So there was a video. I don't know if I can play it without getting you struck, but dude, it's a Darth L. Jackson. Like someone took
Oh
line,
no, Vagabond took that one.
someone took lines from like Samuel Jackson's movies and just dubbed him over Darth Vader from like the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, that's great stuff there.
Oh, dude, the fucking scene where they're in the meeting and all the Imperial generals are around and he's talking shit to Vader and he goes, "Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerous ways, Lord Vader." And he goes to force choke him. When he starts force choking him, out of Vader's mouth, you hear, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?"
Dude, the one that Vagabond showed up.
Tarkin's like, "Enough of this. Vader, release him." And he lets him go and he's like, "Motherfucker." And he starts walking away.
Dude, there was one. What was the anime where the voice actors were told just basically do whatever? And then there was a line
I don't know
where the girl basically said, "It's not that I hate you because of your race, it's because you're black."
Wait, what? When was this?
The funniest thing I heard in my entire life.
I don't hate you because you're race. I hate you because you're black. What do you mean?
I was almost in tears. That shit was so funny. What the fuck was that? Yes, but our precious English dubs are so good. Quality was there.
No,
Danny says that Adam the Woo, he was a YouTube content creator where he posted daily vlogs, went to abandoned places and filming locations, etc., and had over 700,000 subs. Rest in peace, Adam Woo.
Yeah. Rest in peace. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't know who this was.
I don't know who he is either.
The last YouTuber that I heard passed away was this black guy that did tech reviews on his YouTube channel. He had passed away to apparently offing himself or some shit. God.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, God.
Sucks.
It's God damn. I will say this, we live a long life, and I hope that you find some meaningful purpose in that life. I'm going to be around for a long time, and I'm always going to be you guys' daddy. Actually, I have to control you.
MSK, the average person these days only lives 70 years. So
I got another 40 years, man. I'm gonna be known as a legend after I die. That's the crazy part.
This isn't Night City, motherfucker. We're not playing Cyberpunk. Calm down.
Given how many people I've influenced, I'll be known as a legit legend. You guys will have statues of me.
I think more
behind me.
infamous than famous, my friend. Sorry.
He doesn't want to be famous? Then I'll make him infamous. Dude, there's another one I saw. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin dubbed over Darth Vader. Some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like it's the opening scene from Return of the Jedi where he gets off the shuttle and he's like, "You asked the impossible. I need more men." And Darth Vader goes, "Then get your fat ass outside, then you cocksucker." It's fucking funny. Then it gets to the scene where the Emperor's like electrocuting Luke on the ground, and he keeps doing the thing where he's looking at Luke and then looking back at the Emperor, and in the middle of it, you just hear, "You dumb son of a bitch! I'm gonna throw you over the top rope," and he picks up.
Have you seen that video where they take like Lord of the Rings and they put Arnold's face on everyone and then use an AI to do all of the lines for their, like when they're talking about the ring and it's like everyone is an Arnold. It's freaking hilarious.
It's dude. Those are the kind of videos I live for. I'm like, I know there's a lot of fucked up shit on the internet, but dumb, stupid shit like that just makes me laugh. That's why I love the internet. I'm just like, you know what? That's funny as shit. I don't care what anybody else thinks.
Someone said, "Ice Age occurs. Mammoth, get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. The meteor's coming. Look out for the saber tooth.
The dam is about to break apart. We're going to die. Get to the chopper.
Oh my god.
Someone needs to do Ice Age with everyone dubbed as Arnold now. Can you imagine sit the sloth voiced by her?
God, man. But I will say this because I am hot, rich, and good looking. It's just a charismatic thing that I have about me. Avengers Doomsday is predicted by industry experts to be the highest grossing movie of next year. They think it's going to be
that.
Now, keep in mind, context here, Doom 3 is opening on the same day, and Warner Brothers is not budging. Apparently,
it's going to destroy Doom 3. I mean, just the people who are going to go see it just on that first week. Now, whether it heaps up the record, keeps going after the first week, but that first week is going to be gigantic. It's probably going to be I would imagine over 400, 500 million worldwide on the first week for Doomsday, whether it's good or not, honestly, just because of the hype that's going to be circled around it. Plus, it's coming out at Christmas. So I could see it being just a massive hit, at least for that first weekend. Whether it keeps it up, I have no idea, but I could see Doomsday is going to be one of those movies where it's going to make a lot of money, whether it's good or not.
I mean, that first Steve Rogers trailer, that's the first time I've seen a Marvel trailer in a while actually have like a decent upvote versus downvote ratio.
Oh yeah.
People are just hyped for it. I could see it doing really well. I hope it does good. It has a lot stacked against it, but I think the hype alone.
Well, it has the reason it feels that way is because they've got 5 years of nothing but fuck ups leading up to
it sounds like they're retconning it. Like they're like, this is a direct sequel to Endgame. But what about all the shit that happened between Endgame?
They're like, it doesn't
matter. Let's ignore this. None of this mattered. Moving along.
He's like, oh, the Council of Kings? Yeah, fuck them guys. We're not going to talk about them anymore. We was Kangs? Yeah, not anymore. Get the fuck out of here.
We was Kangs.
Invasion and all that stuff. I forget all that shit. We're not
secret invasion.
But we was Kangs. Well, I'm Doom, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of the way.
It was an actual meeting. Kevin Feige went, Kangs. Nope. Doesn't matter. Just ignore everything.
The first 10 minutes is just going to be a montage of Doom.
It's just going to be
Krang necks across the multiverse.
It's just going to be Doom killing Jonathan Majors 57 times in a row.
They'll be in that big arena that was in that one movie, and then it'll just be they'll open up a box and just blow up, and it's
dude. The movie opens up and you see Robin Tutt's face like smushed against the dirt as Doom like puts his fucking foot on his face, and he's like, but I thought we was kings. And he just smushes his face.
Oh my god, man. It's just so funny that you look at the movie actually having a coherent story and script. I don't think that's going to happen because most of the actors that have talked about the movie, they just said they went to go film without a script even being kind of finished or done. They didn't even know what the story was. They're just going there to film. So
well, they did a very similar thing when they did Infinity War and Endgame, so
Plus two,
I guess they could make it work.
plus two, like there's so many actors. A lot of people are only going to be in the movie for like 5-10 minutes. So I would understand if they didn't know what the whole script was, especially if they were still formalizing the end of the script as they were making the movie. Like RDJ and I would imagine Chris Evans know the most, because I think Chris Evans is going to be the main focus of the film from what they were saying, and then RDJ is the big villain. But most of the people are going to be in it for like 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, or in a background.
Can you imagine they bring back Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson's only in it for like 5 minutes?
Yeah, he just grabs the shield and kicks him out a window and just puts it on and be all like,
can you imagine if they have a scene together and he actually gives the shield back to Steve and he's like, I think this belongs to you. And as he hands it over, like you just see a tear run down Sam Wilson's face.
Here's what I want to know. Was old man Steve Rogers, did he live through Doomsday and then got the shield back and was the one that gave it to Sam in some kind of weird loop? Or is this going to be changing,
Warren?
Like it's changing everything to where what happened at Endgame at the end of it didn't happen?
That we're at a point where I don't think we can come up with fan theories anymore. We're at the point where we're just like, you know what? Marvel's like, don't worry about it. So you know what? I'm not going to worry about it.
Kind of like the Wizard of Oz, like pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
It's like that meme of that one guy. Oh, very terrible. How crazy.
I'll give She-Hulk this one W. It proves.
Well, I think Mr. Milquetoast is right. They're not thinking that hard about it. I think the fans put more time into the script than the.
You can tell that by watching Infinity War and Endgame. The Russo brothers fucking threw ideas out the window.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
It's funny because I remember when Infinity War came out, and of course, left on a big cliffhanger. Everybody had to wait a year to see what was going to happen. Dude, the amount of times I can remember sitting down with like my cousins and my uncle talking about what we thought was going to happen next.
Yeah.
And we just came up with all these crazy ass theories that had nothing to do with time travel. And then as the movie got closer and closer, we realized, oh, they really are going to do time travel. Well, fuck us then.
Okay, so I have it right here. I'll be honest here. When I was talking with people about theories about Endgame, I always took the most simplistic approach because I didn't think they could do something super complex as time travel. I knew it was going to be the most basic thing of like, we got to go to these points and grab the stones. I mean, what else could you have come up with? Because how else would you fix it, though? But then when you do all that time travel bullshit, like Nebula shot and killed her present self. So when that means it was so weird that happened too. Like, what the fuck?
Well, they have a scene explaining how time travel works in the MCU. And it's kind of played as like a silly joke, like it's meant to confuse people. But if you really listen to what they're saying, it does make sense.
What the Sorcerer Supreme when she talks to
Hulk? I'm talking about when Hulk talks to like Ant-Man about it.
You have two theories of time travel. You have the Terminator theory, which is Luke.
I will never forget.
And then you have the multiverse, which is like, okay, I can make 30 decisions. There's 30 realities to sprout out from that point.
Dude, I will never forget when Rhodey went, why don't we just go back in time and find baby Thanos and, and it's like, first of all, that's horrible. Like,
well, when Deadpool did it, and he's just like, oh, like with baby Hitler, and he's all like, well, you're just a cute little guy, huh? Ends up not being able to do it.
Milto says Hollywood talks about how important its craft is. Then we hear that they film things without finished scripts. Tell me, and then if you tell people this on podcasts or in videos, people go, "No, you're lying." Literally, most of the actors from this movie have said we've been filming without pretty much a script done.
Well, Disney doesn't like scripts, and they've been kind of.
You're right. That's true. They don't like.
They don't go like Secret Invasion was scripted as they were making it.
Well, I also wonder how much they've changed in this movie, considering the fact, like a couple months ago, there was a story that came out that apparently Robert Downey Jr. did not like the way that his Doom was being portrayed. So they like kicked the stunt guy out of the suit. And he started doing a lot of the Doom stuff himself because he was
Are you
just
talking about the
mad.
Ryan Reynolds rumor too? There was a Ryan Reynolds rumor that apparently him and
Apparently
RJ didn't
him,
get along.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, but Deadpool's not even in the movie.
There was some big fight
Not that we know
went
of.
on between.
right.
We don't know who exactly, but there was some big fight apparently on set.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't be shocked if it was Ryan Reynolds versus
Well,
everybody
the
else.
Spider-Man movie had to go through rewrites because originally Doom was going to come out before Spider-Man. Doom was supposed to come out this Christmas, and then they pushed it to next one. So they had to rewrite the Spider-Man movie to help set up Doom. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff getting rewritten and moved around.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
We are getting Spider-Man before Doomsday. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was originally Spider-Man was supposed to be between Doomsday and Secret Wars, but
Secret Whores.
yes.
So I will also point this out too, because you're gonna have a lot of retards who think they know what the fuck they're talking about when they don't. Because this is the talking point I know is gonna come up with Doomsday, is that when the movie's done at the box office and its official numbers are totaled, I'm talking just theater, not any of the other extra shit. If Doomsday makes about, I don't know, anything less than the other previous 4 Avenger movies, people are going to go, but it made $1 billion, bro. It must have been a box office success. Based off of how much they're going to spend on this movie probably needs to make like $2 billion in total just to bring in any net profit in general. But you'll have
if it doesn't make $2 billion, I don't think Disney would be happy, honestly.
Yeah, right. And to be fair, based off the previous ones, all doing like $2 billion essentially, or almost $2 billion. I think the first one did like $1 billion, right? Or maybe it did. But like, you saw them gradually tick upwards. If this movie that they're spending all this money on doesn't make $2 billion, guys, literally listen to me. Just because a movie has a big number that it made doesn't mean the movie was financially successful. And I know when Doomsday comes out and it does hit $1 billion, I think it's going to hit $1 billion. I'll say that. Minimum $1 billion. I'll say that. I'll put that prediction out there. People are going to go, but $1 billion, dude, that must have been good, bro. Actually, my mom started butt fucking me in the ass with a dildo, and that was good, bro. Everything's good, bro. It's like, no, they spent $400 million on that. That's not good.
It's going to have competition because the Mario movie comes out next year, and animated films have been killing it right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you got Mario, who else? Who knows what else is going to come out wise? I don't think Supergirl will beat Doomsday. I can't see that. I can see Supergirl doing better than Superman, but I don't see it beating Doomsday.
I see Mario beating Doomsday. That's the only way.
Well, here's the thing: will Spider-Man beat Doomsday?
I think potentially it's a contender.
Yeah, because Spider-Man always usually does. I mean, Spider-Man movies usually do pretty.
Spider-Man's
good.
last 2 movies have did $1 billion live action wise.
Well, Milquetoast just said $1 billion. Well, he says a hot take. The masses don't care about Dr. Doom's character. Did the masses really give a fuck about Thanos?
Yeah, this is more for nerds than it is the masses care about RDJ. The nerds care about Doom.
I would say fans cared more about Dr. Doom than they did Thanos of all people.
Yeah, because if I had to make the argument, I would say Doom's a lot more recognizable than Thanos is.
Yeah.
Actually, Galactus is more recognizable than Thanos is. But like, what I'm bringing up to a lot of people that are gonna watch this episode on the replay and go, "But you don't know box office." I know box office very well. I'm not a fucking retard, dumb fucking Indian like most of you fucking people are out there.
Why are you assuming that they're Indian?
There's always these Indian shill accounts out there, man. They're like, "Bro, it just made $1 billion, dude. Why is it not profitable?" Because of the amount of money spent on it, you dumb retard. Also, the theaters take 50%. Take 50% out of $1 billion. That's what the theaters get.
I still think though that your idea of box office success is archaic and no longer in play anymore. I think the 2.5 is the 2.5 is dead. I don't think that's true anymore. But
this movie needs to make a lot of money based on how much they're spending on the marketing and the budget behind it. It has to make a lot of money. If it doesn't make a lot of money, that's a failure. You know?
Yeah, click on the Dr. Doom image real quick.
Which one?
Like that one.
Oh,
I just want to say that costume is fucking great.
Isn't that beautiful? That is just such a great job.
Quite legit beautiful. Good Lord.
They did that is nice.
And And this is the thing that people don't even understand, like how much RDJ is hemorrhaging on this movie as far as like his reputation based on the Russo brothers. He said he wouldn't have did it unless those two came back.
Yeah.
I
hope the final product is worth it because they already paid that motherfucker $90 million to come back.
So he has a lot of say, and so RDJ has a lot of say in who he wants to helm the movie. Like I could understand they had some blowouts on sets. A lot of big actors throughout the years, big egos on set clashing and stuff. I can understand that. My thing is, if this movie doesn't do as well as either Endgame or Infinity War, then that just goes to show that if an Avengers movie can't make you profit, honestly, nothing can. You've just tarnished your brand just to oblivion. And they're relying on a lot of nostalgia anyway. They're bringing back characters that you remember from other movies. Let's be honest here. No one gave a fuck about James Marsden playing Cyclops. No one did.
No, I would make an argument against that. Like,
it was a terrible Cyclops.
Here's the thing, MSK. Back in the early 2000s, before the big superhero,
he wasn't even like then.
Here's the thing. Before the big superhero renaissance of the mid 2000s, like back in the early 2000s when we had nothing but Spider-Man and X-Men and those few shitty Fantastic Four movies, that was it. Like any kind of superhero movie, shut up. We don't talk about that. Back in those days,
we're gonna
put
you in timeout for saying that.
That's all we had to look forward to, man. And you know what? Say what you want about his, performance or how his character was in those movies. At the time, that's all we had were those versions of the characters.
That Juggernaut, the guy they got to play Juggernaut, has more of an impact that people remember about those movies.
He only has an impact because he's got the greatest one-liner in cinema history.
I'm just like James, and it wasn't James Marsden's fault. I'm not blaming the actor because he's
good.
A
great actor.
It's not him. It's just the fact that people knew from watching these movies, and I talked to a lot of people about these movies.
And you know what?
His character was neglected, and they're gonna bring back a character that I'm not saying Cyclops can't handle his own. It's just the fact that he's never been given any chance to shine as Cyclops.
If they give us a scene like X-Men 97 where Cyclops jumps out of a plane and uses his optical blast to stop himself for some big attack on Doom, and he gets to have his moment of glory, fans are going to love that stuff. It's when Steve Rogers picked up the hammer. Cyclops is one of those characters that people want to have better represented, so.
Yeah, or it happened in a No Way Home when Andrew Garfield got his chance to save a Gwen Stacy or a Mary Jane because he didn't save her in his own movie. Like the crowd, when that happened, my crowd just went insane for that. When he got his redemption moment and he actually saved her and he figured out how to do it without killing someone. But yeah, Nate, what do you want to say?
I was just gonna say, and you know what? I feel like since the cast is so big, it's obvious they're gonna do the thing that they did in Infinity War, where they're gonna split everybody up, and we're gonna be following different teams of people throughout the movie because you can't have a cast this big and not do something like that. So I feel like if they go that route, there's going to be moments where a lot of these characters are going to have their individual.
How much money do you guys think they spent on this movie? I'm saying this is probably going to be one of, if not the most expensive movies ever made. I'm thinking $500 million, both budget and marketing.
I don't know. I mean, Captain America: Brave New Shit was $400 million.
I say $1 billion.
I don't think they
budget
that much.
And marketing
budget and marketing will be $1 billion.
That's crazy. You think they spent $1 billion making this?
I think they did. I would say $1 billion. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I would be kind and say at least $500 million, maybe $400 million.
I would say minimum they spend is $500 million. There's no
hold on. How much did they spend on Infinity War and Endgame?
Budget wise?
Yeah.
Between those were always between like $200 to like $300 million anyway.
Yeah. They've already done reshoots. I would say 500 at the very lowest.
No, is this true? Is that true?
Oh, yeah, they spent a bunch of money on Andor.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they did. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they spent like $700 million on Doomsday, given the cast, salaries. And
remember though, like Robert Downey Jr.'s $90 million is for 2 movies,
right?
Secret Wars and Doomsday. So you split that up 35 mil or 45 mil.
You know what?
Kind of deal. So.
This is a gamble for them because I don't know, after the fucking sling of failures that they've had over these past 5 years, I would be terrified to pour that much money into a movie like this. Especially,
this is a Hail Mary.
I know,
You know?
but the thing is, there's always that chance that it could underperform just because, I mean, pattern recognition. People still haven't forgotten that they've been fucking up these past 5 years. So there's always that chance that it may not make as much money as the other Avengers movies just because people are tired of what Marvel's doing.
Well, after 5 years of them essentially murdering their IP after Endgame, now they're doing like a $500 to $1 billion risk that's leaning on a lot on nostalgia.
Yeah.
In a already weak theater market. Like even Avatar, which was $2 billion on the number second one. The third one is like at $500 million right now.
Like they are taking a gamble. Like they are seriously at risk. Like if this movie doesn't do well and Secret Wars doesn't do well, they might as well throw in the towel. Like the MC,
they've already delayed it, and they've already done massive reshoots.
Right.
So that all adds money on to the whole thing. So I would see this speed. If it's less than 500 million, I would say they're.
What's crazy? This is, I think, the very first Avengers movie where going into it, there's just nothing. I'm not saying people aren't hyped for it, but the anticipation for this one is way lower. I remember back in the day when the very first one came out, and the hype for that was just through the roof. Well, Age of Ultron had its hype, Infinity War was hyped, and Endgame, like you said earlier, had its hype. Where does the hype for this one come? I think honestly,
I can tell you why. It's because
go ahead.
I can tell you why, and it's because back when the Avengers came out, they teased Thanos. Right then, everybody knew that was the plan for the next 10 years.
Even before, like you were hyped to watch the Avengers movie.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing is, once they revealed Thanos, everybody was like, so that's where they're going. They already knew what the plan was going forward for the next 10 years leading up to Infinity War and Endgame. With phases 4, 5, and 6, we haven't had that. They had a rough start with phase 4. We really didn't know where they were going. And then we got Kang and Quantumania, and everybody was like, and then we got Kang and the Council of Kings and Quantumania, and everybody was like, well, okay, I guess you could go that way. Sure, fine. But then they pivoted away from that at the last minute, and now we're here with Doctor Doom. And it's like you've had what? You've had one movie where you've seen like the brief glimpse of like the back of his head and shit. Like, with the Infinity Saga, like I said, you knew Thanos was the end game. Both figuratively and literally, so you had all these people and all this hype leading up to those two fucking movies.
Well, those movies had the gems, too.
There was legitimate buildup with these movies. It was like, all right, Kang. Oh shit, we're not doing Kang anymore. Well, here's Doctor Doom, played by someone that you all know and love. It's like,
and Laps made a good point too. They might not care about being profitable if this helps shuttle them into the recast reboot, where if it brings in a wave of hype to help that reboot happen. Well, here's you may not be as concerned if the movie breaks even, or if true. Because we don't know what kind of tax incentives they get for filming. We know that the video on demand market in the post theatrical is now much more important than it used to be. Mm-hmm. There could be one of those things where it's like, we might break even or we might be a little underwater, but the momentum going into the reboot might be worth it all alone as it is. You never know.
But here's the thing. If people haven't been showing up for the past 5 years and are not going to show up for this, why would they show up if Marvel just decided to reboot everything?
Well, it's building that hype. Like, okay, so after Secret Wars, if you're talking about like a new X-Men movie, well, then that'll bring in some hype, especially with younger, cheaper actors. Hopefully you get your budgets in line. And then now you're making a movie for like $150 million, and it could do $400 or $500 million or something along those lines. So it could help do that. I don't know though. It's hard to tell.
It could, but that would all depend on whether or not they've learned from their mistakes. Well, if they reboot everything and they're still making the same fucking mistakes that they made after Endgame,
people are going to check out faster.
They're going to check out. And
that's very true. They don't have much faith or leeway. So any momentum that they build from Secret Wars and Doomsday, let's say they're both super successful. Everyone freaking loves them.
Yeah.
that could be shot in like 3 or 4 movies if afterwards they didn't learn their lesson.
It could be one movie.
Well, yeah, it could be like just one film.
Like after No Way Home, everybody went and saw No Way Home, and they even put the Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness teaser trailer linked to it. People all went and saw Doctor Strange, and they went, "Wow, this sucks complete ass." And then the next movie, Guardians, did way worse the first 2 weeks based off of what Multiverse of Madness did. You know, so I will say this: even if Doomsday and Secret Wars and I'll say Spider-Man 2, all of them are like billion-dollar profitable successes. I will say that. Let's say they all are. If they put out a movie that is not as good as those 3, even like hype almost everything, I think people are just about to give up. Like the next movie, we can pretty sure is the X-Men, based on how they're talking. It's going to be probably X-Men of some sort.
Well, it's like I said earlier, this truly feels like Marvel's last chance to get it right.
They know people have checked out. Why do people think RDJ came back? They know they had to pivot. They know people checked out. Those movies stunk balls. You want to tell me that Ant-Man Quantumania was
Milk
good?
Toast made a good point in the comments. It's like, if you just watch Endgame and you haven't been paying attention since, when you go into Doomsday and you're all like, wait a minute, Loki was killed. Now he's in this chair.
Did you imagine that? There's just Endgame and then Doomsday right after that. There's nothing in between that. It's just like, oh,
if you walk in, you're just gonna be so lost. It's like, how did Fantastic Four get here? Why is Patrick Stewart back?
That's almost like watching Iron Man and then watching Endgame right after that. It's like, how did we fucking get here? What is going on?
It's like they literally just went and they just took out the heart of Phase 4 and 5, just Mortal Kombat style.
Here's what happens too, because Laps is making a good point on this, is that, okay, Doomsday, Secret Wars, utter failure. X-Men's utter failure. What happens is they fire Kevin Feige. They fire everyone else. They bring in a new person, like they did with James Gunn and the DC, and then they reboot everything. And now it'll be called, instead of the MCU, it'll be called the MECU or some bullshit. And then they'll just start over again. Disney's going to be making these until we're all dead in the ground.
So they're going to
rebrand, and they call themselves the MCEU.
So they're going to call themselves the Emasculated Cinematic Universe.
I mean, but they're never going to stop. Like, it's never like it's never a thing where it's like,
I don't
this
think
is our last chance.
Yeah,
Star Wars will always be a profitable IP. They'll just keep trying.
I'm not saying they'll ever stop, but they know people have checked out. They're going to keep making these. That's not my concern.
Oh, yeah.
My concern is, well, I know we can tell, we can feel it. They know people have checked out. They know. They brought back the original people because they knew the people that they wanted you to become a fan of. You didn't, because those characters suck. Those characters suck.
Well, they're hoping for the Deadpool effect, where it's like,
hopefully it works.
Slap RDJ, Chris Evans, Patrick Stewart, Fox X-Men. We throw all this stuff at you, and then you'll all come back in for nostalgia.
And the thing is, I hate talking negative about it like this, because I want the shit to succeed. I want Doomsday.
In the back of your head, you want it to do good.
I want Doomsday and Secret Wars to be 2 of the biggest movies of all time and just be great fucking comic book movies. And and I want everything to pivot and just be good once again, and we can forget that the past 5 years ever fucking happened.
They know that too. They want you to forget about it. They're like, this is a sequel to Endgame, so this is not a sequel to Fantastic Four.
But there's a good chance of that happening. There's a really good chance of that happening. Then all of this is going to be good. The Russo brothers are great. RDJ, I mean, all the elements are there for a great movie. So I do think that we can have hope.
And the thing is, they have access to Fantastic Four now, the X-Men, all these other these plethora of characters that they didn't have access to when they originally did the first 3 phases of Marvel. Dude, do you know how many fucking X-Men stories they could do phases out of?
A lot.
Like, holy fuck. Like, I'm talking Days of Future Past, Age of Apocalypse. Like, dude, could you imagine the Dark Phoenix saga being done the right way?
Magneto's pole shifting and causing catastrophes. I mean, Onslaught.
Yeah, that's all stuff I would really love to see if it's done right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You know what I mean?
The thing is, based off the quality that we've seen them overall, and I've liked the last. I thought Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. I like those last two movies
Yeah,
they put
Yeah,
out.
those are
like
good.
If
were
they're
good.
writing in this way for the other movies,
I have
that's
Thunderbolts
fine.
on 4K Blu-ray.
But I will say, I don't know if I trust them to do a lot of things big, because the thing is, do we have actually hope? Okay, so what level of Doomsday do you guys think it's going to be?
Dude,
Do you guys think it's going to be more like the first Avengers movie, or do you guys think it's going to be like something like Infinity War, where it's just kind of bonkers, crazy aura farming moments? You know?
I think it's going to be more Infinity War with RDJ in the Thanos position, where he's the lead, a villain type lead. We're learning about RDJ's Doom during the movie, and then Secret Wars will probably be more like Endgame, where there's a lot of like fan service type moments and imagery.
Well, not just
moving
that.
into
You'll also have the characters going, well, we lost. Now what the fuck do we do? Trying to figure out how to like fix things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think we'll have a lot of like.
This is true. Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna like, this is the main thing that I want people to really understand here. It's not even about all the stuff we talked about, which is fine. All the stuff is important. The main thing is the fact that they're dangling all this nostalgia in front of you. The reason why they're doing it is because they know the other phases sucked. They know those new characters they tried pushing on you sucked. And I'm always going to stand by this, because I've said this since 2019 before I met you guys. They should have never got rid of Captain America and Iron Man the way they did.
You know what they could do?
Right.
They just opened the fucking movie with Doctor Doom annihilating all those characters that nobody likes. he just kills them
Hey,
all.
Bishop Hawkeye tries to shoot an arrow. Good. He just puts his hand through her chest, fucking just annihilates and kills her.
He picks up Kamala Khan and pulls a Thanos and
Rips her in half.
rips her fucking spine out.
Fatality. They actually have the sound effect on.
No, that would make a statement. Imagine them like adapting that. Like he's going through the multiverse and he meets Thanos, and the first thing we see Doctor Doom do is rip Thanos' spine from his body. Like,
they are taking a lot from the Hickman Secret Wars
that's
run.
a good run. I like
so
that.
Yeah,
run.
we could end up seeing something very similar to that.
Because the thing is, the reason why I didn't feel like they should kill off Iron Man or retire Captain America is because if this is that direct sequel to Endgame that they're talked about, I don't really care for like what most MCU fans be talking, because they talking some bullshit. But I will say this: I'll give them a bone. It does feel cheap that stuff is going to get like retconned or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because this is why you don't kill them off. You don't kill them off the way you did, is because Marvel's next phase was, hey, we're moving on from these guys. The people you moved on to suck. Now we have to go back to the original guys. Well, now if Chris Evans comes back as Captain America, yeah, you do cheapen what happens in Endgame, because that was supposed to be like a final chapter for him. That's why you don't kill them off. That's why you don't retire them. It was a stupid idea to get rid of them in general.
Steve Rogers returns and Sam Wilson's over here. Guys, I don't feel so good. I don't want to go. Please, I don't want to be Falcon again. I don't want to be Falcon again.
Not kidding. The Captain America they wanted you to like didn't matter. They're bringing back yes. This is I hated when they got rid of them, because there's no stars. There's no like Michael Jordan. There's no big stars. The reason why the movies don't do as well, there's no star. Who is the star of the MCU? Minus Chris Evans and RDJ and the OGs. Minus them. Who is the star that we had to look forward to?
Like, the thing was, you had heavy hitters that could have been like the new
well,
stars.
minus Black Panther, he died. So
I'm just saying, in an alternate universe where Chadwick Boseman didn't die, he probably would have been one of them. I would even say Doctor Strange probably would have been one of them as well.
Thor should have been used a lot more.
Because what they did, the people that could have been the next like, characters to be the big characters, shitted all the Thor's fourth movie, shitted on him. Doctor Strange 2, they shitted on that guy.
I mean, hell, I would even say, characters like Wanda, but they fucked her into the ground as well.
Right. And this is what I said. Yeah, Captain America, you could make sense out of that. Iron Man, it's like, dude, there's no draw. Who is, because like people said Iron Man and Captain America were the main heroes. They're your main protagonists, right? They're your main protagonists, okay? Who is the main protagonist of the MCU currently right now? Who is it? We don't have anyone. That's the problem. Who is the draw for these movies? That's why RDJ's back.
It's Ant-Man. Because remember, he was fighting Kang.
there's no draw, because like I just think they really lost their way. I hope Doomsday is financially successful, and I do hope it has a good story. The problem with hoping it has a good story is me looking in my brain. Infinity War had a scene where Thor threw his storm hammer through 6 Infinity Stones, and it hit Thanos in the fucking arm, and Thor could have just killed Thanos, but plot armor said no. Thanos had to do the snap. Why?
Well,
Thor just killed him.
It hit him in the chest.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a story there because he wanted him to suffer. He didn't want to kill him outright. He wanted him to suffer because of all the terrible shit Thanos had done.
No, I understand. But like the things that the Russo brothers does, it's like I don't think the movie's going to be competently written very well based off of Endgame and Infinity War. That's ludicrous.
Infinity War was a beautiful
was
script.
great. Like what
Infinity War
about?
was a masterpiece.
Endgame
was like a after party, but Infinity War was so well written.
It's not that I don't like Infinity War. There's some scenes in there I go like I can't for me, but it's not a bad movie. But like there's gonna be moments in Doom could probably die, and they're gonna just let him live. It's like fuck.
MSK's over here with the Reality Stone. Reality can be whatever I want.
Remember, like in Infinity War, when they're facing off against Thanos on that planet, he's like, "You didn't use your greatest weapon. Why didn't they use the Time Stone? Doctor Strange had it, just doesn't use it." These are things that I'm thinking like, okay, this is gonna happen, and I'm just gonna be like, well, fuck me in the ass. Nate's gonna get a dildo and just fucking blow my back out. Like, goddamn.
That is false. That is fake news. It never happened.
Plus, Doctor Strange saw all those realities. There was only one path, so he knew that he had to give the Time Stone to Thanos in order to try to set up the one path that was going to lead to success.
Well, you could also
knew was going to be Tony's sacrifice.
Well, you could also, assume that in all those infinite realities, he probably did see one where he tried to use the stone to stop Thanos, and it probably didn't end well.
Yeah,
dude. So, it's like this man straight up could have just stopped time, got the fucking gauntlet off his hands, and they could just have left. Now, then again, he would have chased them and probably killed them. But it's just like, why are we writing such illogical inconsistencies here? Like that thing that he said about the million possibilities. Wait, you saw millions of possibilities, and that's the only one where he just had to die? That's the only one? That's crazy.
I will say that is one thing I'm not looking forward to in Doomsday, because of all the characters that have been introduced into the MCU, aside from like, your Yelena Belovas or your Red Guardians, or, the few little characters that people have kind of grown, to love. Like, I don't feel like there's going to be that moment we had in Endgame where he snaps his fingers and half the universe disappears, and, we're all fucking feeling it in our seats because we've grown to love these characters over 10 years. I feel like he's gonna win. He's gonna create Battle World, and the entire multiverse is gonna fucking collapse in on itself, and multiple people are gonna die. And we're just I just don't think we're gonna have that big emotional payoff, because they're gonna be doing that to a bunch of characters that a lot of people don't care about.
You know what's crazy is I do believe you guys. I do believe they're gonna soft reboot in a way of like, and that's how you knew these phases have been a failure. If they're gonna kill off all the characters they try to build up with phases 4 and 5, that means they didn't even have faith in them. That means
Kevin
they knew.
Feige said that after this there will be only one timeline, and one of the real reasons why they're doing it is so that way they could recast everybody and have a cheaper cast. Like, they don't want to be spending $90 million on Iron Man. They want to bring in a new actor to play Iron Man.
You already know they're going to use this as an excuse to get rid of Tom Holland so they could do Miles Morales.
Oh no.
I'm calling it right fucking now.
Dude, there's this X-Men event in the comics. I haven't read it, but I know that there's an event called the Extinction Agenda. Yeah, given their current writing, if the mutants are nothing but a bunch of oppressed people, and that's the only storyline they have for them, and that is a theme, it's like, bro, oh my God. That's gonna wear out so quickly. It's like, oh my, how are you oppressed when you could straight up laser people to death?
They're gonna make they're gonna make the X-Men into an allegory for the Palestinians or some shit like that. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, I don't trust them handling these properties based off their previous writing.
Like I said, it's pattern recognition. Like everybody has seen what they've done with these stories with these characters.
Yeah, like show me something new. Yeah.
So can you really blame the public and all these comic book nerds for going, I don't know if I'm ready to trust you with this? I mean, I don't fucking blame them. because I've been there. Like I said, there's parts of me that want this shit to be great. I want it to be good. I want to go back to having those moments of going, whoa, fuck yeah, in the fucking theater. But the past 5 years have shown those moments are getting rarer and rarer because they don't know what they're doing anymore.
And ScarJo's not coming back for this one. We won't be able to see her ass bend over.
Not her or Oscar Isaac as everyone's favorite character, Moon Knight.
If Moon Knight shows up, I knew they
because they both think that Disney's like the living incarnation of the Third Reich all over again.
If Moon Knight shows up, I know they had so much money to blow. They didn't give a fuck how much they spent on this movie. If they bring back Moon Knight, was garbage. That show stunk complete donkey balls. What would he be coming back?
I thought it was better than a lot of the other stuff they've done. I like it better than whatever the fuck Secret Invasion was.
Well, Oscar Isaac always puts on a good performance, so he's a great actor. So it's hard for him not to be. It's hard for a movie not to be somewhat good if he's in it. Kind of deal.
All right, so we'll wrap it up here. I got to get to work in the morning, but no, we had a great show tonight. I tell people this before we head out. My schedule, I don't know if this is going to be a permanent change to my schedule.
2 hours later
for this week coming up, right? So there may be some changes to when we actually have the MSK show. So like, I won't know anything concrete until the schedule that comes out after New Year's, because then I can go, okay, this is the consistent schedule I'm going to have, and then I'll have to kind of base around shows around that. So
did MSK just smartly say, I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore?
I'll do a Candace Owens. I don't know, but I know.
You're talking about Theo's wife's son. You better be careful.
Right. Hey, I'll pull a Candace. Dude,
I don't know. Theo is down bad for Candace.
I'll just say, I don't know, but I know. Just pointing out, you guys are all more retarded for having heard that. Just pointing out. But
doesn't that make you even more retarded for saying it in the first place?
Then again, retarding. Wait, that's not a word. Being retarded.
Retarding. MSK's making up words now.
Being a whole fucking dictionary based on words that
you say. Oh my goodness. But no, so I have actually streamed every Monday minus insert Monday here and there for a very, very long time. So
butt plug here Monday.
Yes. But Nate's picking up on my humor now, finally. So we may not actually have the MSK show Mondays moving forward because my schedule is changing. So the reason why I'm not going to make any changes to my schedule at work yet is because I don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing. So after New Year's, I don't know if the second week of January is going to be like this. So I don't want to make changes to my schedule where it's like, okay, now I get less hours because of this. So I'm going to have to let you guys know. I'm going to have to see when the second week of January schedule comes out. Me and Warren, we're still going to have Wednesday for the most part. We'll still have the show with Nate. That will still happen. It's just Monday is going to be a tough day. I don't even know if I'll have the show with Laps on Saturday anymore because I might be working late Saturdays now. So everything's going to have to change. I have to work late Saturday potentially moving forward. So just like I said before, I don't know.
Around. There's like no reason why we can't add like a fourth person to this show and just make it 2-on-2.
No, there's a rule. Only 3 people. That's it. I'm putting my foot down.
Don't fire that man. I feel like you're using this as an excuse to get rid of him because he's slowly getting tired of your shit too.
It's not that I don't want to do the show with any of you. It's just
I don't know if it'd be as much as firing him as just him.
This week coming up, not this one. So I can do the show with him this week. The following week, I work 1 to 9. So like I said before, I'm going to have to change up a lot of the days I do the show potentially, but not Wednesday and Friday. Those will still happen the way that they're happening right now, but I just don't know at the moment. I'll have to just cross that bridge when I get to it, when I get the second week of January schedule to see if things are going to go back to the way they were. But yeah, just want to let you guys know that if you see me streaming on different days for the show and episodes, it's just because my work schedule changed, not because anything bad happened. We don't have any drama. It's nothing because of that. It's literally just my work schedule. So most likely I would probably have to do the show with Labs Sunday, but I don't know when I get off work Sunday moving forward. So I don't know.
This sounds like a bunch of copium. I'm just saying.
I gave this whole tirade about what's going on, and they just undermined me. Jesus Christ.
Fatality.
Oh,
by the way, Savage Dad says we have a book for the Macwords, Nate. It's the Macronomicon.
It is a book of immense dark power and
oh my God.
offensiveness.
Could you imagine that? You like read from that, and all the evil spirits that come out of that are just different versions of MSK. You have multiple versions of MSK just possessing people.
You guys are not Crystal Beast, Amber Mammoth, Schwarzenegger.
It was the night before Christmas and all over the house. All could be heard was the hate coming from MSK's mouth.
He was watching a bad Yu-Gi-Oh dub. Arnold Schwarzenegger was involved somehow.
God, man. All right, so let's start with Full Metal Nate. What do you got planned coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
Well, you can find me at Full Metal Nate on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I am the resident D&D nerd of this little clique, so me and my friends are currently running our Curse of Strahd campaign. We've been taking a little bit of a break just because of Christmas and as well as the New Year. We are going to be reconvening for episode 26. I think January the 3rd, pretty sure. So if you're into D&D, or even if you're not into D&D, come check us out, because we do interact with our chat and we just have a blast all the time. Anytime we play, it gets chaotic, gets crazy, and just gets very silly. Even though the campaign we're running is supposed to be dark and serious, it's definitely not that. But I also do gaming streams. I'm currently making my way through the most recent Resident Evil games leading up to Resident Evil Requiem when it drops in February. Hoping to start Resident Evil Village soon. So if you want to come check that out, subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell to get notified when I go live with that. Other than that, I'm just going to be on a bunch of other people's shows, dude. Normally, I got Iron Oxide's weekly Rogues Gallery. I've been on Theo's Touch Grass, with Theo Snodgrass on occasion, and sometimes I'm on insert title here with Drunken Emerald Arrow. And that's a
butt plug here.
Shut up! You put some respect on that man's name.
Oh, you stream your D&D stuff through StreamYard, right?
Yeah.
Do you generate shorts for it?
No, I haven't done any shorts.
I will say this. You can probably get a lot of traction generating shorts for your D&D thing. And you don't have to do anything. In StreamYard, you could just hit generate with the streams you have, and they just make the clips for you. But I would say watch them before you post them. You can download them, but you can just publish them. I think that would benefit you a lot. Just because, come on, it's not extra content. You can just generate it and just post the stuff you already made. That's it.
Right. No, you're right. But, yep, that's all that's going on for me, dude.
Yep. Lunchbox Warren. Don't worry, guys. We have some plans for you. Me and Warren are gonna hit Seahawks. Okay, Seahawks suck. Trailblazers suck.
No.
The usual.
Warren, don't let him get you in a room. He's gonna look at you and go, "I came here looking for man's butt."
What the fuck?
You do this the easy way or the hard way?
He looks at you. He's like, "I likes you and I want you, and we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way."
Dude, that sounds
like Chris Handsome.
Dude, that sounds like something this League of Legends team did to his player. They're like, okay, we need to renegotiate your contract. Let's have you and me meet up in a dark room. No, what the fuck? You me? What the hell?
He looks at him and he goes, "You're gonna get over here right now, or we're gonna butt fuck your grandfather with this broomstick handle."
Yep, dude, that was a legit thing this fucking org said in League. They're like, "Hey, I know you don't want to be on our team anymore, but can you meet up with me privately in just alone?" What the fuck?
It's like wait a minute.
Yakuza shit. What the? So if I went up to Warren, I'm like, "Hey, Warren, we need to talk privately." In a dark alleyway. Like, what?
I'm going to ask for an adult to come with me because I don't feel safe.
No, Warren's going to come with a gun.
No, I honestly,
I'm
not worried about you overtaking me, MSK. So I think that if anything's going to happen, then
oh no, he's just talking.
You're definitely going to be the bottom. So
he's going to be the bottom G. He went from top G to bottom G when he walked into an alley with Warren.
Oh,
but yeah, dude,
yes. So you can find me here on YouTube at Lunchbox Comics. I'm going to be dropping my first review video. I reviewed The Dead, the Grim Reaper by Melvin Cruz. It's on Global Comics. I also do a bunch of shorts. I'll be doing more draw streams as I get ready to start my my newest comic book, the How the Squirrels Saved the Longview graphic novel. And then also too, I'm prepping Sig and Joe's 4 issues for a graphic novel, which will be coming up pretty soon as well. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming down on my social media. You can also find me under Lunchbox Warren on Facebook, Twitter, but honestly, I'm not very active on either one of those because Twitter is just a cesspool of hate, and Facebook is for boomers who barely know how to use computers. So most of the time will be spent on YouTube promoting stuff on here, shorts, pre-recorded videos, as well as Laps. Me and Laps do a show called Off the Shelf on Mondays. Tuesday, I do a draw stream. I do the last panel with Laps on Fridays. With MSK, sometimes we do Wednesdays and Fridays. We were doing comic book reviews, but since we haven't reviewed a comic book since earlier this year, we'll most likely just be doing more of these non-topic extra crispy shows. So.
You brought this man on to review comics, and you haven't done it for like 9 months.
We're supposed to review Naruto Turtles 3, but it's been like that series has been done for most of the year.
I've been busy. I'm just rich and good looking, and a lot of girls try to have sex with me. That's just what it is. Wait, but hold on. I didn't give you permission to do a show with Laps. Where are you guys?
I don't remember asking, so don't worry about it.
He's like, you don't own me.
When I'm able to clear up some of my library on my StreamYard account, I need us to create clippable viral
What's in your
moments.
library?
I need us to create moments like that where it's like, hey, I think you're a fucking moron, but it's because you're black. I need moments like that,
I thought he was going to say the N-word for a second. I don't know why. I was like, no, don't. I was like, don't do it.
Falcon punch.
Oh,
no, we need to live stream all three of us like playing Uno or some shit like that.
Yeah. As you guys know, for me, like I said before, after this week coming up, I'm gonna have to talk to everyone and see when we can do the shows and everything like that. Like, I'm talking to Bob and Gray right now to see if there's another day we could potentially do the show that we do. But like I said before, I'll have to know in full after this week coming up when that schedule comes out, when January first starts. After the first week of January, which is after New Year. So the second week of January is when I'll fully know if that's going to be a permanent schedule change to my schedule, and we'll go from there. So it's not that I don't want to do the show with people. Work comes first, and I have to pay my bills. So unless I do a fun here called supporting MSK's rent.
Like, comment, subscribe, and support my fridge fund.
Support my rent. Bills got to get paid around here.
Support my bed fund.
Omnibuses and chicken wings from gas stations don't pay for themselves, people.
You think I get this Little Caesars for free? The fuck?
I need to buy more shit that I want to keep in the box in the background and not actually ever bring out.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
This is a good show. I enjoyed this. Now I'm gonna go back to playing SWTOR now.
I'm gonna go back to Monster Hunter Wilds.
I'm about to go to bed. Well, no, I don't check out until like 12:30 my time, because my body at this point now is, if I lay down over there at 12:30, I'm
Dude,
out.
my sleep schedule is so fucked up. I'm gonna be up for like the next 3 hours.
Yeah, so I'm, like I said before, guys, we're gonna have a great year in 2026. It might be a little chaotic at the beginning based off how my work schedule has been, but it will all get figured out. And then once I know what the consistent one is, then things can go back to the way they were, or they're gonna have to change. Change is good sometimes, even though I won't have Bob or Gray anymore to do a show with.
Yeah, we're dropping like flies around here, MSK. You're running us all off.
I'm gonna do my best Bully Maguire impression right now. Gonna cry.
Fuck you. I still remember there's that story of I forget his name, Joe Manganiello, that's his fucking name, when he said that a producer paid him $100 to hit Tobey Maguire actually in the face when they're doing that.
Yeah, and he said he would never work again in his life if he had broken Spider-Man's nose during production. Well, he said it wasn't even a producer. He said it was like some tech guys that were just working on the set because Tobey Maguire's just being a dick to him. He said they were filming the scene, and he said he just happened to look out the corner of his eye at them, and they were doing this to him. Like, just wait on it,
bro. And people want to tell me that these guys are the best angels sent from heaven, and then they have no bad thoughts.
Hey,
Get the fuck out here, man.
Joe Manganiello plays D&D. He's big.
Yeah, he is like
it's so crazy. His career never
he's like
took
the
off.
secondary alpha nerd right behind Henry Cavill.
He was supposed to be Deathstroke, and his career just kind of stagnated after that Spider-Man movie. It's just so crazy. You know, you could be in a big blockbuster movie like that, but your career just could take off and do nothing.
He was in a couple other movies after that.
He was in those male stripper movies with Channing Tatum.
Oh,
the Magic Mike movie.
Yeah, he was in the Magic Mike movies and
the thing I wanted to say before we head out, when you brought up Stellar Blade earlier, legend says that Melanie Mack is still crashing out over Stellar Blade. That's what the legend says.
Even though she's played games that are 1,000 times more pornographic than Stellar Blade.
Don't worry, she'll end up flipping again and going back to her.
Don't talk shit about Melanie Mack in front of Vaughn Coleman. He will cut you.
Dude, someone said, you remember when the Tomb Raider video games got announced that there was going to be 2 of them back to back next year and the year after that?
Yeah, it's like Legend of Atlantis and the other one.
Someone in the live chat of the Game Awards said Melanie Mack just squirted right now. I don't want to think about that hairy, disgusting snatch she has.
Her whole seat was just soaked after that announcement.
It's like Randy from South Park after he just discovered porn again.
My God. It was like leaving a Twilight screening.
So yeah, I just want to say this. Thank you to every single person that has been here, throughout the show's life when it just started. Keep in mind, we don't have Mondays potentially anymore, but we've been here every Friday. I've streamed literally every Monday and Friday my entire life, the last 5 years. That's insane to think about at this point. But I do want to say, you guys have been amazing. Fuck you. Day in, day out. Here again next week. Again.
So you're 90.
Till you're 90.
I
can't imagine MSK calling himself a top G on stream when he's fucking 90.
I completely see it. I see him. Only difference is he's gonna talk slower.
Motherfucker's got he's got like an oxygen tank. He's got tubes in his nose. He's in a wheelchair.
Yep.
He's like, today on the MSK show, we're gonna be talking about Henry Cavill. MSK, he's dead. Oh, he died.
Oh, my goodness. Well, just want to say thank you to every single person that has been here in the live chats, because I usually don't talk to you cloud chasing worthless bastards, but I have to acknowledge you every once in a while. That should be your
New Year's resolution. You're going to interact with chat more.
Yeah, be nice to your chat for once.
Yeah.
Glad you guys just take their side. Fuck you. You guys
have the best chat out of all of us. And you just so mean to them.
Before we go, last thing I swear, credit to contrary to popular belief, I don't say to do this. The reason why I never tell them to sub to you guys' channels is because I want them to do it without me telling you that. I want the people here to put on the best performance they can. That way, people here can go, I sub to that person because I liked what they offered me. Because I wouldn't mind always saying, hey, sub to you guys' channels. Every once in a while I'll do that. Very rarely, but every once in a while. But I want people here going, I like what that guy's offering. I want to go sub, not just because I said.
So that's the nicest way of saying I don't want to fucking promote none of you bastards. That's really rose-colored way of saying it.
All I heard, Warren, was, you know what? Fuck these two.
Yeah, it's like you're more like a brother to me. I don't think you don't need to be anything more than that. Let's just stay friends.
Nathan, Nathan, I never liked you. You're just fucking expendable, you fucking nerd.
What you got? That's all stuff you guys said. I never said this stuff. I just said
translating through.
Yeah, we're just translating.
That's what leftists do. That's what you're projecting. But you guys, okay.
We're MSK is a Japanese anime, and we're the dub.
Yeah.
What I said got entirely mistranslated by these crazy dub fanatics over here. But no, but the people that I bring on, I know are gonna give me the best possible shows, and you guys will go to their channel and sub to them. You'll seek them out. I won't have to tell you that. You're going to do that yourself, and that's what I always
sub
want.
To my channel tonight.
That's not worth anything. That's about having no sub, honestly. Good Lord.
I'm at 312 now. It feels good.
Oh, congratulations! I'm at 74 now.
You'll get.
I started the year out with 5, and now I'm at 74. I'm very happy.
That was my reaction to when
was that the Arnold elephant?
I'm downloading that. I can't there was a Yu-Gi-Oh card that got activated in that very duel that you guys saw, and it captured him in a net. He's like, "Save me, Jesse!
Save me, Jesse!" Yeah.
Someone recorded that into a microphone and got paid actual money. And it had to be Goku's voice actor for the English dub. Oh no. What were you doing for money, dude?
I always enjoy running down toothpicks.
This man was yelling at the top of his lungs, being Goku, and then went and acted like Arnold Schwarzenegger for you.
Hey, paycheck's a paycheck.
But yes, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK show, and we will see you guys on the next one.